Welcome to Sunroom Studios with August G Music. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
Here we're having an interview with the great musician and teacher, August G Music.
I thought it's August Giaccaglia.
Well, that's a big question. What does the G stand for in August G Music?
Giraffe, Giaccaglia, Jim, Judy, or Goody. Whatever you want. It can be the G clef.
Some people thought I meant guitar, but that brings up my other question. What is your favorite instrument to play as a musician?
I'd say guitar.
And why do you have an affinity for guitar?
Because it's infinity. Because I can carry it around. Maybe if the piano is my first instrument, but I can't carry it around.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Thanks, you.
When did you play your first guitar?
When I was 14,
What was the make and model?
Fender Squire. It was my brother's.
Very nice. Do you play electric guitar anymore, or have you given up that trash?
I haven't given it up. I actually want one really bad.
August teaches music. What are the methods you use to teach your students?
I like ear training.
What is ear training?
What is ear training? Give me a melody.
Do do do.
What is ear training? We learn to speak at an early age before we can write things with letters in the alphabet. Ear training is kind of the same thing. We sing at an early age, but we're not really taught what's happening. So ear training uses just kind of the system that man has decided to use for music and to explain what's happening. So when you hear something with the training, you can go, oh, that's going like this to that to that. So if I pick up an instrument, I could play that without having to fish too hard for notes. You can just hear what's going on, just like if he spoke a sentence and I wrote it down. That wouldn't be impressive. And the same with music. It shouldn't be impressive, but it is impressive because no one's taught this. Does that make sense?
I see you have this tiny guitar.
I have.
Where did you get this from?
I got it from Guitar Center. Oh, yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much. With all the changes in music, such as rap, rock, alternative, indie, how do you stay true to your music?
Part of me stays true. Part of me is affected by how other people view music, and it could be viewed negatively, or it could be viewed positively. So Some is just from raw discovery of sounds I like. And then some is mimicking others. Doing what they do, learning what they do.
What is the genre of your music?
What is the genre of my music? It's music that middle-aged women like.
And
it's angel singing and very flowery guitar, acoustic guitar.
Is this good date night music?
It can be pretty, but then if people pay attention to lyrics, they'll realize that it's sad and their boyfriend might be trying to break up with them.
Is August G music your musician persona or your music teacher persona?
Music teacher persona.
Does your music have a name?
What?
Does your music persona have a name?
No, I need one. Because I hate August G music.
What?
I hate the letter G.
We know that it's difficult to pursue your dreams, but August G music is doing it. Maybe we could ask him for some advice on how he is following through with pursuing a career that it may not be easy, but he is doing it despite all obstacles.
I am? My idea is to not give up.
What's your plans with Sunroom Studios?
Sunroom Studios. To lure people into having a good time, musically.
August's phone number is in the link below. Please message him if you want to record. Many people wonder, what are your inspirations musically and as a music teacher?
Wait, what's an inspiration? Like, what do you mean, influences?
Sure.
Just check my Spotify list. I grew up on a lot of Silverchair and Incubus, but then once I moved to Seattle, I was met with a lot of pretentious snobbery. So I think I went from dynamic music to more chill folk, iron and wine-ish music.
Something ludicrous that people may not realize about August G music is that he offers free lesson to the first person to visit. He offers a free lesson the first time you visit him in Sunroom Studios. Can you explain to us why you offer such a service?
So that people can see if they want to actually work with me.
And what will these people be missing out on if they don't take their free lesson?
Chance to believe in themselves. People think they aren't made for music, but music is made for everyone. Just like learning any language. It's that simple. It's just that simple. I'll try and help you. I'll do my best. I gotta know who you are. Gotta know who you are. Then I can work with you. You gotta be patient with yourself, though. And with me. I'm not perfect.
We also appreciate that August is trying to better the community by going to local restaurants and hiring himself out to perform for these patrons at restaurants and wineries. What were the highlights of 2019's tour of August G music? Or sorry, you don't go back. Your music tour.
I wrote one of my favorite songs that I wrote. I started writing it during a gig at a restaurant.
So not only are you benefiting these customers, but you're also taking the opportunity to grow as well. But 2020, we're all a little bit older. what are your next highlights for this year that you're looking forward to? Any shows you're going to be playing? Possibly with some local artists?
I'll be playing with my buddy Roy at Downtime Taps, January 17th. And Roy's gonna sing and play upright bass.
And what will you be playing?
I will be playing guitar, maybe some cello, and sing.
So make sure you check out his music to support a local artist. What song would you choose out of the billions that there are that describes you the most?
One song that I think is just really beautiful lyrically is Vincent, or Starry Starry Night by Don McLean. Just talks about Vincent van Gogh and how troubled he is, but just misunderstood. It's a very, very beautiful lyrics.
Have you shared any special musical connections with anybody in a big way that have helped you and the other person to grow?
Yes. Give a shout out to my friend Wandy, somewhere in China. Can't say. I don't even know. She doesn't have any, in her own words, any musical experience or instrument, blah, blah, blah. She claims just, I don't know anything about music, but she's very creative. She likes writing her own songs, and when I first met her, she said she writes songs, and I said, let's put some music to it. And she's like, I said, just do your best to describe the song to me so that I can make music on the guitar. And so she has what we call the beer beeps. So the first song was beer beer, da beer 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 beer, da beer 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 beer, beer 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 beer. And yeah, it's just a really creative path where I had to just transcribe what I would imagine was in her brain and put it on guitar. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the guitar part for it. Wait. Oh. Oh. So she's like, do 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 dun 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 do 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 do. Stuff like that. I don't know if this is serious, but I guess I'm opening up a little bit.
That's so awesome. That's something that I've realized with August in G Music, that really anybody can make music, and that it's not partial to skill, but doing it, just like
What's
his
in your
friend
heart?
Wandy.
Yeah. Honestly, she's one of my favorite people to work with